Hey guys, Josh from the Steelverse. Brand new day, literally comes out today whilst I'm filming this video. I'm going to go and watch it the next day, so Thursday. So I'm going to try and avoid all the spoilers. But I thought it'd be a good chance to do my Spider-Man ranking from the worst to the best. Now, a couple of factors. I am hot and sweaty. It's very hot in the UK at the moment, so forgive me if I look a bit like a pig. I've got kids. I was probably going to scream through the video, but that's the joys of filming it. You don't always get that on certain YouTube videos, but you will on mine. I'm going to go through Spider-Man, what I think about it. I'm going to go through my collection. So I have MCU phase box sets, which I created for myself, because Steelverse, we create covers for Blu-rays and steelbooks. And I needed to condense down all my MCU collection, so I've put them into phase box sets. So like in phase 3 here, I've got, in terms of Spider-Man, I've got Homecoming, which is a 4K one, and I've got Infinity War, Endgame, and Far From Home. So they fit in there with the other phase 3. I've also got phase 4 with No Way Home in it, and then when Brand New Day comes out, I'll put that in a phase 6 box set. Keeps it all nice and condensed. For the Tobey Maguire trilogy and the Andrew Garfield films, I've got a multiverse legacy case which I created, which is all the pre-MCU films that I like. So like Hulk, Punisher, Daredevil, Elektra, Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider. So the trilogy are in there with Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. These are Blu-rays. And then I've also got Into the Spider-Verse here. And then I've also got Across the Spider-Verse on 4K. So yeah, so the first Spider-Man film I saw at cinema was Spider-Man 2 when I was 10 years old in 2004. And it blew my mind. I loved it. I'd already seen Spider-Man 1 on VHS, but the second one was mind-blowing. And then I went to see all of them at the cinema from then onwards, including the animated ones. And yeah, brilliant character. He's quite relatable in a way where he's this kid who's he's quite nerdy, he's trying to get his work done on time, he's also trying to earn money at some point, and he's trying to juggle relationships and his family, and he goes through tragedy, but at the same time, he gets bit by this spider, and he's suddenly got these powers, and he's got to also add on the pressure of protecting New York or the world, and it's a struggle for him, and it's really cool character, really, yeah, just really great and quite funny as well, and yeah, just a brilliant power really, like crawling up walls and spider senses and swinging around the city. Everyone wants to do that. I love the Spider-Man games. I really liked the first 3 Tobey ones, especially Spider-Man 2. I liked Ultimate Spider-Man, and I love the Insomniac Spider-Mans as well, and the Lego Marvel games. I've played a few of the other ones, but I can't remember what they are off the top of my head. But yeah, great character, really love it. My son's started getting into it as well. He's got loads of Spider-Man clothing and he loves watching the cartoons. So yeah, brilliant. So I'm going to go through my list. So it's all my opinion. Spider-Man, I think it's quite broad. I think a lot of people have different opinions on what they like. I wasn't a huge comic book reader for the Spider-Man. So it's just my opinion really. So I'm going to ignore Civil War, Endgame and Infinity War. I'm just going to go for the actual Spider-Man films, including the animated ones. So I believe there's 10. I believe there's 10 if you exclude Brand New Day. Obviously, I'm not going to review Brand New Day. I haven't seen it yet. So let's get straight to it. So at number 10, I'm going to put Amazing Spider-Man 1. Now this film is I still like it, but it's just not as enjoyable for me as all the others. I feel like it's quite bland. Lizard, I don't think is a great villain. I don't think he's a great villain just to have on his own. So yeah, so I don't think it's as good as the others, but it's still not a terrible film. I do like that they went for Gwen instead of MJ. They mixed up a little bit, but they still repeated the story of Uncle Ben again, which that's what they did with Batman, and it just gets a bit boring with that. But anyway, so that's number 10. Number 9 is Spider-Man 3. Now I do like this film. Again, I do find it entertaining. I love the Sandman. I love the animation when he's turned into the Sandman. You've got all the particles falling off him. It's mind-blowing. It's technology that... It's a film that I watched and I'm like, I can't believe this came out nearly 20 years ago. It's almost with Terminator 2. Like, you can't believe that came out so many years ago because of the CGI and special effects. If they get it right first time, it will live on. And that's what they did with Spider-Man 3. But yeah, no, I didn't mind Harry's story, even though I felt it wrapped up pretty quickly. Venom was obviously awful. Didn't like Peter Parker in a black suit. Even though he had a couple of good moments, it was just very corny. They obviously overstuffed it with characters. You had all the villains, and you had Gwen coming in as well. And yeah, it was just overstuffed. All of Sony's fault, trying to get Sam Raimi to do that. But it's still enjoyable. I still like to watch it. Just I get fed up seeing Mary Jane in trouble again. And yeah, it was just a bit of a poor ending for the trilogy. It would have been cool if they'd made a fourth. But anyway, that is number 9. And then I'm going to go to number 8, which is The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Again, I went to cinema. I loved this film. Loved it. I thought it was really good. And then I started to think about it a bit more, and it was just Sony doing the same thing again, overstuffing it with characters. I didn't mind Electro. I know he's not like the comics, but I didn't mind the look of him. I thought the effects were really cool. Spider-Man's suit was better. It was a lot more vibrant than the first one. But I felt like the big things with him and Gwen were quite boring. I didn't enjoy learning about Peter's parents, all the secrecy. Just didn't care for it. The only bit that was really cool was when Gwen died. I thought that was a very good idea to do. It's quite ballsy, really, like to kill off a main character. Now I know they're probably going to bring her back, but yeah. So that is my number 8 film. For number 7, I'm going to go for Spider-Man 1, Tobey Maguire. Now, again, a really good film, really great introduction. It's almost like a classic now. I just feel like it hasn't dated as well as the others, and I know it's older, but like I said, some films you wouldn't be able to tell sometimes when they're made. I feel like they were still learning how to do stuff in this one, but it is still enjoyable. I didn't like Green Goblin's mask in it, but yeah, it's definitely not a terrible film. It's just if I had to put it anywhere, I'd put it right there. And the next one is quite tricky, but I think I'm going to put Into the Spider-Verse. Really loved the animation, really surprised by the film. I went to see it thinking it was going to be just a child's version of Spider-Man. Didn't get much expectation, took my little brother to see it, and I was blown away. The animation style, the first time you had all these different Spider-Mans together. I really liked Spider-Man Noir, but then obviously got his own series. I enjoyed seeing Miles get centre stage. And yeah, the music was good, and the little twist, and the story was just really good. It didn't feel very childish, but it felt more grown up, and nice and short as well, which is good for a film. But yeah, it just doesn't top the list for me, but it is a really good film, and I do enjoy it. I will put Homecoming next. Now, I loved Tom Holland. I thought he was really good in it. I do like that it's now in the MCU where it should belong. I feel like the humour was sometimes a little bit too much. But I love Michael Keaton, so I thought he was a great villain. Everything Michael Keaton's in, I enjoy it. But the thing is, I didn't like is that there was too much. I felt too much Iron Man in it, and I feel like Spidey's suit did a bit too much. Now I know that's part of the story as well, but I felt like his suit just did everything for him, and I wanted to see a bit more like, almost like Toby's Peter, where he's just got a costume, like he hasn't got anything else apart from his power. But he hasn't got a suit telling him how to do things and to achieve things. They didn't really play on the spider sense as well. But no, it was a really good film. Again, very vibrant. I liked the scene with the ships, which was reminiscent of the train one. But yeah, it just goes on that place for me. And then I'd say next one after that is, I'll say No Way Home. Now, again, loved it. Great cinema experience. The trailers, the build-up for it were incredible, but you just couldn't, even though you assume that the other Spider-Mans were going to be in it, there was no confirmation until you sat and watched it at the cinema, and I love that. Good, great surprises. It's great seeing Toby and Andrew back. I feel like Andrew, you got to find out what they've been up to as well. So when Andrew's talking about he lost Gwen, he's been on a bit of a dark path. It'd be cool to see that, but it's interesting to hear that as well. And when he saves MJ at the end, and he sort of looks at her as if he could have saved Gwen, but he saved MJ, and it just makes him feel a bit more, I don't know, relieved that he's managed to save someone. And Toby Spider talks about being with MJ as well. And I love just the dynamic between the three of them. It's really funny. I've got the extended cut that came out of the cinema, so I've got that extended edition. So there's a lot more funny scenes in it. I liked having Norman Osborn back, Green Goblin, Doc Ock back, and a lot of nostalgia, but I don't mind nostalgia when it's done right. The only thing I didn't like was when they erased everything about Peter Parker. I felt there's a lot of plot holes in that. I feel like the film was quite tight. I feel like they didn't expand on location that much. I felt like it was just very set based. Now, I know there was COVID and stuff going on, so that's probably part of it. But I feel like it was just, you could just tell it was all filmed on sets. They wasn't filming on location or anything. But no, really enjoyable. I rewatched it again recently. And yeah, that's where it goes on my list. So next one, so my favourite out of all the Homecoming trilogy is Far From Home. Mysterio is just a great villain. The illusions are done really well. I really enjoyed having Spider-Man actually going on different locations, which was my criticism about No Way Home. I love the fact that he was not in New York again all the time. They actually went away, and I feel like his suit was better. I feel like just the overall story was a lot better than No Way Home and Homecoming. You can tell Tom had really found his feet as well. We also got the reveal that he's Spider-Man to MJ. It's just a really good film. I really love Mysterio's illusions. I think they're really good. I like the twist at the end as well. And yeah, that out of all my Tom Holland ones so far, that is my favourite one on the list. So now we're getting very close to my number one film. So for my number two, I'm going to go for Across the Spider-Verse. Now, after seeing Into Spider-Verse, I was very excited for the sequel. Now, I went to see it at the cinema. I think I saw it in 3D with my brother. And again, the animation, they just upped their game with it. It was really incredible. The story, you felt even more adult than the other ones. I love the fact that when he went to meet all the other Spider-Mans, you've got I don't know if it's on the screen, a hologram, but you had Toby and you had Andrew, so that makes it literally all the Spider-Mans are connected. I liked some of the new additions to the Spider-Man as well. Gwen's story was really good. Again, the music was great, and the twist at the end was brilliant. And it was just such a great film. I'm really, really looking forward to the next one. It's sad that we've had to wait for so long, but hopefully it'll be worth the wait. Really great film, and it just makes Miles such an incredible character, and I look forward to one day seeing him in live action if he's done right, and it will happen eventually. But yeah, really, really good film, and the twist at the end, just incredible. Like, it's very rare that I watch an animation and I'm like on the edge of my seat. So brilliant film. Glad I got it in 4K as well. Looks brilliant on the screen. So now we're going to go to my number one Spider-Man film. Now, if you've been paying attention, you've probably guessed what it is already. But yes, it is Spider-Man 2. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 2. I have the 2.1 version, which had little bits and pieces. But brilliant. Just a brilliant sequel. Now, with sequels, I always think they should elevate the first film. They should build upon it. They shouldn't just repeat the same thing. They should literally grab these characters and just build on them so much and open the world up a little bit. And this is exactly what it does. Whereas when you have like Die Hard 2, films like that, they literally just repeat the first plot but put them somewhere else. Whereas films like Terminator 2 or Back to the Future or etc., they literally just, they change the game up as well as keeping the core characters the same. And that is exactly what Spider-Man 2 does. Now, Spider-Man 2 in many ways is the best one, because even the posters leading up to the film, when you've just literally got Spider-Man and MJ, got the orange sky, and then you've got the Doc Ock in a reflection of his eye. Brilliant artwork. I used to have that poster. And yeah, it's just seeing that seeing that Peter goes through all these struggles, loses his powers, and as a kid you're like, oh my god, like, what's going to happen? And you've got Dr. Octopus as well, which is a brilliant villain. There's one iconic well, you got the train scene, but there's a bit when Doc Ock is in the water after saving everyone, and you see the lights go out on his tentacles, and it's just fantastic. I love the tension between Harry and Peter as well, and yeah, it's such a great film, and it still stands up today. Like I said, I don't think I could still watch it and you might not know exactly when it was made. It was just a brilliant film, and Toby was just brilliant as Spider-Man. Yeah, it's just always been my favourite, and that might be nostalgia, I don't know, but it'll always be my favourite Spider-Man film, I think. I don't think anything can top that. And it was just, like I said, great to see him back in No Way Home, having Doc Ock back in there, brilliant. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is my favourite. So that is my 10 films. Now, he's great in Civil War, he is great in Infinity War and Endgame. He has a lot of stuff to do, he's really good in them. He's also, I think it's been made canon now, technically Peter was in Iron Man 2 as a boy with a helmet, which I find really cool. I love stuff like that. It doesn't change much, but I just love the fact that it could have been Peter. When I watch Iron Man 2 now, I think, oh, look, there's Peter. But yeah, brilliant. I'm looking forward to Brand New Day. There's a few bit elements where I almost wish MJ wasn't in it and Ned wasn't in it. I almost wish that Peter had moved on and the story had moved on a bit. I feel like Zendaya's MJ is just going to remember stuff again, which will make No Way Home a bit of a waste. But I haven't seen it, so we'll see. I do like the trailers that I've seen. I'm looking forward to seeing more of Tom Holland's Spider-Man. I'm hoping that he appears either in Doomsday, but if not, probably Secret Wars. Yeah, I do. Every time a Spider-Man film comes out, I look forward to seeing it, and that's the power of Spider-Man. But what is your favourite Spider-Man film, and what is your least? So if you put on number one, what's your favourite? What is your least favourite? Put them in the comments. It'd be really cool to know. We do custom covers, steelbook covers, Blu-ray covers. We've got an Etsy store. Click the link in the description. We've done loads of Spider-Man in the past as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, give us a like, please share the video, and do definitely comment below. I want to know what your favourite Spider-Man film is. What is your least favourite? Let me know in the comments section below. And for those who clicked on the thumbnail expecting me to wear a Spider-Man costume, that was obviously made with AI for the thumbnail. There is no way I'm going to fit into a spider suit anytime soon. I won't be Spider-Man, I'll just be Fat Man. So yeah, thanks for watching guys. Please do subscribe. Cheers.